scorecard, programs, pictures, bios, got it all right here. Get your program.
It's terrible. Okay, where are you from?
Minneapolis, Minnesota.
And what's your name?
Nathan.
David?
I'm Tanya.
Hey, so what brought you down here to Southwest Florida?
Well, we needed to get out of Minnesota because it was too darn cold, and we're huge Twins fans, and so we wanted to come see a game here.
And how's it going so far?
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Just getting adjusted to the hot temperatures, but we're glad to be here.
Yeah, and have you been to spring training before?
We haven't. This is our first time. We actually stayed in Fort Lauderdale, drove over this morning to see the game here in Fort Myers.
What do you think about spring training here and seeing the Twins?
It's an amazing break mentally for us, too, to recharge our batteries. We haven't seen the sun for, it feels like, 3 months, and we've had the 5th snowiest winter on record. So this is a great break for us right before spring comes up north.
And I have to say, I actually like this better than
watching the Twins in
home.
Minneapolis.
Yes, I do.
agree.
I like the small atmosphere, and it's got a good, happy vibe.
It's a lot more intimate with the players.
Yeah, it's a lot more. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yeah.
So I would come here just to watch a Twins game.
Yeah. Thank you very much, you two.
All right.
And have fun, and welcome to Fort Myers.
Thank you.
Okay, take care. And listen to Shellcast. This is podcast. Shellcast. Welcome to Shellcast, the podcast that's a beach break for your ears. But this one's more of a baseball break for your ears, since this episode of Shellcast is brought to you from the Lee County Sports Complex. We're catching a spring training game between the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins at Hammond Stadium here in Fort Myers, Florida. I'm your host, Jackie Parker, and I work for the Lee County Visitor and Convention Bureau to promote Fort Myers islands, beaches, and neighborhoods. Fort Myers is located in Southwest Florida, about 2 hours south of Tampa, and you can find out more about the Fort Myers area by visiting our website at visitfortmyers.com. The Grapefruit League is in full swing, and I'm excited to introduce my guest, Jeff Mielke. Jeff is Lee County Sports Development's Executive Director, and he is the bringer of sunshine and Major League Baseball to our listeners. Jeff, welcome, and thank you for being on Shellcast.
Thank you, Jackie. It's a pleasure to be on here with you.
So let's talk about the stadiums here in Lee County. We are so lucky to have 2 Major League teams call Fort Myers home for spring training.
Yeah, we really are. Both of our teams, the Boston Red Sox and the Minnesota Twins, have been here for a long time, since the 1990s. And both communities represent cold weather, and so their fans are yearning to get out of winter time. And they know that spring training baseball is down in Fort Myers, and it's a great opportunity to drive a lot of tourism down to our community through baseball.
And so we're here at Hammond Stadium, and this is a great opportunity because both teams, our home teams, are playing here. And talk just a little bit about the differences in the stadium. Let's talk about Hammond first, and then talk about JetBlue.
Yeah, sure. So Hammond Stadium is the original spring training home of the Twins since they relocated to Fort Myers. This was built again in the 1990s. And we have done a recent upgrade to it. In 2016, we spent $40 million of our bed tax money to expand the facility, enhance the fan amenities, add a lot of shading to the ballpark. It does still get hot here. I think we're in the 80s today. We added a 360-degree boardwalk, so now you can walk around the entire ballpark, take it all in. The Twins have done a great job in offering unique food and beverage experiences around the ballpark that you have to seek out. We all know that fans nowadays don't like to spend all 9 innings in their seat. They like to go out and roam and explore the ballpark. So they've done a great job of putting perhaps a craft beer that you can only get from Minneapolis over in the right field area. So it encourages people to be mobile, get up, walk around this facility, and explore the ballpark.
And I know for a fact that that's what I love about this ballpark.
Yep.
Is I'm a big craft brewery fan, and they bring down some Minnesota crafts right next to some local ones too.
Yeah.
And it just makes the experience different, very
Yeah.
unique.
The other thing that people really like about this facility, not just the stadium but the entire facility, is really the access still to spring training players. And a lot of teams, as they build these new $100, $200 million facilities, the fan access to players has really started to shut itself off. But the Twins have maintained that sense of intimacy that you can still get up close to a player and perhaps have a chance of getting an autograph. And I think that's one of the things when we go up to Minneapolis for the Twins Fest, is one of the things we hear from their fans is thank you so much for maintaining that sense of intimacy that we can enjoy at Hammond Stadium.
Yeah. And it's great to be, we're sitting out here, with the game in the background. So it's just, it is a very intimate park. And, the spires are kind of reminiscent of, Churchill Downs and Louisville. And it's just a very unique, very comfortable place to enjoy a game.
It is, and the architecture's unique. You drive in and you immediately know you're at Hammond Stadium and the home of the Minnesota Twins. And they do so many great things here during spring training, but also, away from spring training. Both the Red Sox and Twins teamed up after Hurricane Ian and put $200,000 into the recovery efforts to 5 of our local nonprofits. The Twins and Red Sox on their own both have multiple fundraising and community service activities year-round with Lee Health, with the Lee County School District, many of our local not-for-profits. So both teams are great corporate citizens in our community.
It's great to see them giving back to the community when the community needs it.
Absolutely.
Definitely. Let's talk a little bit about JetBlue.
Okay. So JetBlue was constructed in 2012 or opened in 2012. It had been serving the downtown Fort Myers area in the old city of Palms Park. And after they won a couple World Series, they had the need for a much larger facility. So JetBlue Park came out of the ground and, again, built with bed tax dollars. And it has a very iconic roof, too. You look at that roof, and it undulates and moves up and down. And John Henry, the owner of the Red Sox, wanted it to feel like the cypress had forest around it, and that's really what it represents, is trying to blend in with the natural beauty of Lee County in close proximity to that facility.
When you're flying into Southwest Florida International Airport, if you kind of look over, just I guess a little to the north,
yep.
A little to the north, you can see it, and it is a very unique art. It is very unique.
It is. It's a very unique roof line. I think the really cool thing about JetBlue Park is that they have kept the exact measurements of Fenway Park inside the stadium. So you've got pesky pole, you have the green monster, and it teaches their minor leaguers, as they're here during the summertime, how to play Fenway Park, and it's a great learning tool for them. So not only is it iconic for fans and iconic for our baseball tournaments to play in a Fenway replica type facility, but the Red Sox really do use it as a learning tool for their players, learning how to play that huge wall. And then you've got the center field nook, or the center field cutout that kind of plays weird in Boston. They all learn how to do that. So in Fenway again, JetBlue Park, they modeled it after Fenway in the fact that you've got a food court type atmosphere. When you walk in, you're actually not quite in the stadium, but you're on what used to be called Yawkey Way, and you've got all these food courts, and you have a street fair type atmosphere, and that again really brings that Boston type feeling down to they call it Fenway South there at JetBlue Park.
And just the statues of Ted Williams and all the greats, and it's lots of happy faces.
Yes.
Lots of happy faces, happy to be in 70 degree or more weather, so it's a great experience, and it's just part of what people can do when they come here for spring training, because the games pretty much start at 1:05. There are a few that are evenings, but 1:05 starts, and then you can do other things in Lee County. You can go to 6 Mile Cypress Slough. You can go see something at Florida Rep. There's lots of other things to do, and the beaches are opening up. This podcast is really kind of, you can listen to it at any time, but we are, let's just give it a timestamp here. Today is March 3rd, and tomorrow the Lynn Hall Park down at Fort Myers Beach is reopening. So those are, visit FortMyers.com, because things are on the upswing and reopening, and there are other things for people to do.
Yep, no, you're right. This is one of the things that really draws people down to our community. We did a spring training study in 2018, and we found that 70% of the people inside those ballparks are actually from Boston and the upper Midwest. I should say the greater New England area and the upper Midwest. And we proved that spring training really is its own tourism product, so that when you do come down for a spring training game, you can discover other parts of our destination, whether it be the Edison Ford Winter Estates, or getting out on our water, going and finding some of the great craft beers, breweries that we have here. There's just so much to do beyond baseball, but baseball for this group of people is really the hook that gets them down and gets their first initial Lee County visit.
It is. And Jeff, when spring training is over, what are these facilities used for?
So, because Lee County owns and operates these facilities, it's the Parks and Rec team is Lee County staff, and I got to tell you, they are the best in the business. These ground crews win annual award for Groundskeepers of the Year. They keep these facilities in amazing shape, and because they manage this facility, then it allows the Sports Development Office, in our partnership with Parks and Rec, to go out and bring in over 100 baseball events a year that are amateur. So after the big leaguers leave in April, we host the high school baseball state championships. All 7 classes are crowned here in this very stadium at Hammond Stadium. Perfect Game rolls in Memorial Day and puts on one of the largest Memorial Day baseball tournaments in the nation. We have many Perfect Game, 30 Perfect Game events the rest of the summer, along with some other baseball organizations. Then in the fall, we host the Roy Hobbs World Series, which is men who still like to play baseball at the ages of 25 on up to 70 into their 70s, and we attract over 300 teams a year in October and November to come down and participate with Roy Hobbs. We have fantasy camps in December and January. So all of these events are generating much needed hotel stays, economic impact, and bed tax that then goes back into these facilities, that keeps them looking brand new and keeps the Red Sox and the Twins happy, because we do have 30-year lease agreements with them to be here into the 2040s.
So it's this wonderful cycle that people keep going just by coming down for spring training.
Yeah, again, Lee County, Fort Myers has such a loyal customer base when it comes to tourism. Once you come here, you're hooked. And so we're just thrilled that baseball and sports can serve as one of the many hooks that gets people to visit our destination for the first time. And once they're here, they're really loyal. They come down year after year. We have found through research and discussions with the teams that many of their fans build second homes down here and eventually retire down here. So yeah, spring training really is a catalyst for a lot of additional activities besides just watching baseball.
So I'm out here at Hammond Stadium with, what's your name?
Casey.
Casey and
Kelly.
Kelly.
Aaron.
And Aaron. And where are all of you from?
Chicago, Illinois.
Uh-huh.
Spokane, Washington.
Austin, Texas.
And what brings you out to spring training?
Well, we are supposed to be on a sailing trip right now. We chartered a sailboat, but it's too high wind, so we had to pivot and do something different.
All right. Is this your first time to spring training?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do you think so far?
Kind of excited.
It is exciting. Yeah.
Very exciting.
Yeah. Any live sports game is fun to be at, so it's good.
Always.
Yeah.
Who are you rooting for?
I'm going to go with the Twins.
Yeah.
I'll go with the Twins.
All right.
I'm going with the Red Sox. I'm a Cubs fan.
Oh, okay, you're a Cubs fan. Okay. Well, I'm sorry your sailing got canceled, but
Well,
I'm glad you're here.
we'll launch out tomorrow, and all will be well. So we get the best of everything, right?
Yeah.
Very good.
There you go.
All right, thanks, ladies. Have fun.
Thanks so much.
Take care. Definitely. So, where are you from?
Bowdo, South Dakota.
Where is that?
It's about 50 miles west of Aberdeen.
What's your name?
Wendy?
Wendy, I'm Jackie. Hi.
Hi.
We do a podcast called Shellcast, and we wanted to do a spring training one for the Twins and the Red Sox, and so we're out just talking to people. So, what brought you here?
We come down to Fort Myers every year, but we just thought we'd take in a Twins game.
Yeah.
So something to do.
Yeah. So is this your first spring training game? Wow.
First Major League Baseball game.
No kidding. I've got hit the unicorn.
You
here.
did.
This is great. So what do you think so far?
It's pretty cool.
Yeah. What do you like about being here?
I don't know, just the atmosphere.
Yeah. And we are out. Where are we? We're out in the outfield.
Yeah. Best seats.
Catch any flies?
Gotcha. Right over here, there was one.
Okay. All right. And who's this hanger on?
I'm Kevin.
Hi, Kevin. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And we'll wait for this we'll wait for it to stop here. Okay, Kevin, and are you
Down here in right
hang on.
field, time for the Massage MV mashup. We've got a special judge out here, TC. All right, we've got brothers. We've got Gavin in the red ball and Braden in the blue ball. The Massage MV matchup. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, go, and best out of 3. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, a little juke there, but Gavin still goes down. All right, line him back up, line him back up. All right, Braden's up, 1-0. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh, and that's it. A clean sweep for Braden in the blue ball. Give it up for these brothers visiting from the Poconos in Pennsylvania. The Massage MV mashup. Back to you, John Vitas.
Thank you, Dan. Folks, the fifth inning today is brought to you by the law offices of Anajar and Levine.
Okay, let's try that again. What's your name?
My name's Kevin Herner.
Kevin. Okay, and is this your first spring training also or not?
Yeah, this is my first spring training, but I've been to a professional game before, Major League game before.
And what do you like? I mean, it's not always like the big names that are out here. It's the young ones trying to break through.
Yep. Yeah, it's good to see what's upcoming and who's gonna stand out, and it's pretty neat to see.
Yeah.
Leading off for Boston, the first baseman.
And the weather's all right.
The weather's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, I do a podcast, and I've been doing one on spring training. And what's your name?
Mary.
Mary, I'm Jackie. Hi.
Hi, Jackie. How are you?
I'm good. And so I've been to all of the gift shops around the stadium, and they're different.
Yes. Everybody has different items, yeah. The main store has malls, downstairs store.
Yeah.
We're upstairs, third base. We try to please for everybody, make everybody happy. So they don't have to walk all around wherever they are.
But it's a nice variety.
Oh, yes. Beautiful stuff they get, I love it. And it's good. They love it. When they come here from Minnesota, they just love buying it. Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from New York.
What part?
Long Island.
All right.
But then I'm down here 15 years now, so.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
And because there's all different kinds of spring training T-shirts. They've got like Lee County. They've got the Twins logos. But they're just lots of different varieties. Some that are like if you're like hardcore Twins fans, more if you're like overall Grapefruit League.
Right. All the teams, all the Florida teams. Yep. And then we have the Mighty Muscles, our minor league. Yep.
That's right, because the Muscles play here too.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
so
we aim to please.
Yeah, definitely. And how's business been?
Oh, great. And the customers are the best, so it all works out great.
Yeah. They're happy to be here. I think.
Oh yeah. All teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
How long have you been working at the stadium?
I'm only here a year. Yeah. But I love it.
Yeah.
You know, can't go wrong. People are great. Makes you happy. So time flies. Everything's good.
Yeah. Mary, thank you for your time.
Yeah. Thank
Take
you.
care.
It was nice meeting you.
Nice
yeah.
meeting you.
Yeah.
I'm from Naples. He's from Lake Minnetonka. This is my soon-to-be son-in-law here.
All right. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's your name?
Brandon,
Brandon. And where are you from, Brandon?
Excelsior, Minnesota.
All right. And is this your first spring training visit?
It is.
And what do you think so far?
It's a great time. It's beautiful weather, fun atmosphere. The park's beautiful. It's a great time. It's gorgeous.
And what would you tell the people back home?
Come down. Come on down.
Yeah.
The time's running out for the year, so hurry up and come down.
Yeah. All right.
Ask him what time he got up to come here today.
What time did you get up?
3:30 this morning
Really?
from Minnesota.
Really?
Just to make this game.
Really? So you flew in this morning.
Yep.
Wow.
Sun Country makes a great flight.
If you are into baseball, like old-timey baseball, where baseball is spelled as two words, you might also be interested in this vintage baseball game that Edison Ford Winter Estates sponsors at Terry Park. This year, it's going to be on Sunday, March 26th, and it's just a great way to enjoy the vintage baseball and soak up some sunshine. There are going to be several consecutive games being played throughout the day and a small tournament. The first game starts at 10 a.m. And the teams playing include the Awkwards Vintage Baseball Club of Central Florida, the Bradenton Shamrocks Vintage Baseball Club, and the Vagabonds Baseball, which is the Fort Myers home team. And it costs, I think, $5 to get there, and kids and 18 and under are free. So that is something you might be interested in experiencing as part of your visit to Lee County, Florida. And for more information about this, the vintage baseball game, check out edisonandfordwinterestates.org or visit their Facebook page. And that's Edison Ford Winter Estates and the vintage baseball game. Thanks again to Jeff Mielke, the Lee County Sports Development Executive Director, for being my guest. And we look forward to seeing you here at the ballpark in the coming weeks, or maybe this podcast episode will inspire you to make plans and visit next year's spring training. Shellcast, the award-winning podcast of Fort Myers, Islands, Beaches, and Neighborhoods, is produced by the Lee County Visitor and Convention Bureau in Fort Myers, Florida. And it's available wherever you listen to your favorite podcasts and online at visitfortmyers.com. I'm Jackie Parker. Thank you very much for listening, and we'll catch you again next time.
Shellcast.